Hi, my name is Matt. I am 44 years old and wanted to create a video for um, my results after neck surgery, since it was very difficult to find any good information online when I was doing searches. Lots of good information on laminoplasties and cervical fusion, but not as much on the surgeries that I had. Um, let's see, I went in originally about 3 months ago after a surfing accident. I had numbness on the right side of my body when I was whiplashed, um, and ended up having uh, some severe muscle cramps and and pain down the right side of my arm and shoulder and lat and pec that lasted probably for about a month, and then the gradually the symptoms subsided. I failed my a bunch of reflex tests. Went into the doctor, went to the ER, and failed those tests when I was in the ER, and then subsequently went to a handful of neurosurgeons to see what was going on. Got an MRI and a CT scan that showed fairly severe stenosis around C5. So this is a cervical injury, and they said, basically overuse and too many whiplashes, surfing, and doing sports narrowed my canal, and I was seeing issues with symptoms down my right arm and into numbness, pain, cramping when I'd flex my muscles, um, and a lot of pain. And they said basically I was at a very high risk for for a severe spinal cord injury. I did have a spinal cord ding already, which made me fail tests, reflexes for my feet and some other reflexes throughout my body. So went to 4 or 5 different neurosurgeons. The initial neurosurgeon said I needed a 3-level fusion. Second neurosurgeon said I needed a 3-level fusion. Third neurosurgeon said I needed a 1-level fusion. Fourth doctor was an orthopedic neurology specialist that said I could do a laminoplasty. And the fifth neurosurgeon I went to said those are all crazy. You can get away with a little bit less of a surgery and not do the fusion. They basically said they just don't even do those anymore, and because of the um, adjacent disc disease that you can, adjacent disc problems that you get in the long term. So they said that a laminoplasty was fine, but I could probably get away with a little bit less. And so I got a C5, C6, C6, C7 hemilaminectomy, C7, so C7 laminotomy, and a C5, 6, C6, 7 foraminotomy. So that was yesterday. I went in. It's a little bit nervous. Still have my IV and my stuff from the hospital. I went in, and the surgery was only about an hour. It was an outpatient surgery, and they removed the pieces. I basically, went into operating room. There was probably 6 or 7 people there. I was pretty nervous, and they gave me some a general anesthetic. I passed out pretty quickly within 2 or 3 sentences, and woke up. Was pretty sedated and on painkillers. Came home after same day, so it was outpatient. Came home probably 3 hours after the surgery, 2 or 3 hours after surgery, and have been so far. I've been fine. I'm a little bit stiff in the back of my neck. I can walk. My my symptoms have already subsided in terms of having muscle cramps when I flex, do extension on my tricep and chest and lats. So that was a good sign. Let's see. I feel it hurts when I stand up, but it's nothing unbearable. It's supposed to get worse tomorrow, and I still am on oxycodone, and they said that the rest of the drugs probably will be wearing off that they gave me with the general yesterday. So it's supposed to get a little bit worse tomorrow and the next day, but it's by no means bad. I'm definitely stiff in my neck, but there's not a lot of pain. So that's my day one report. The goal of the surgery was to provide increased space around C5 with the hemilaminectomy, opening up the central canal to provide decompression, as well as the nerve roots coming out of C5-6 and C6-7 to reduce the symptoms in my arm and my chest and my tricep and my lat. So that's my day one synopsis. Back at day two. Feel free to leave any comments below.